We are learning new details surrounding the alleged plot to target Sunday's UFC Freedom 250 event at the White House. The FBI says 19 people were involved in the scheme to attack senior government officials with small drones carrying explosives and snipers. Now, these are the 5 that have been booked and charged so far. The second man on your screen is 19-year-old Tyson Proper. His mother is the one who tipped police off after Proper used $3,000 of his graduation money to buy weapons. He was arrested one day before the UFC fight. Vice President J.D. Vance is named as one of the potential targets, and he had this to say about the work from law enforcement to stop it. Listen.
They don't get the credit for the attacks they prevent. Right. They only get the blame for the attacks that actually happen. And so I think it's important for us to recognize that for every bad incident, there were 100 bad guys who are trying to do something worse. And thank God we've got smart and good people protecting us. It's a terrorist plot. That's not a few guys doing crazy stuff. That is a coordinated, planned terrorist plot. Thank God we thwarted it, but we got to do more of that stuff.
CBS News senior justice reporter Sarah Lynch is digging into the unsealed affidavits. Sarah, thank you so much for your time. So Vice President J.D. Vance was listed as one of the potential targets we mentioned out. Who were the others also listed?
Well, there were quite a few targets that were discussed in the various court filings that were unsealed yesterday. Some of them are sitting U.S. senators or members of Congress, particularly those who may have accepted money from a pro-Israeli PAC. Senator Marsha Blackburn's name was listed, Senator Jim Justice from West Virginia. Also, of course, others include President Donald Trump himself, Elon Musk, and Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel.
And Sarah, what are we learning about the alleged plot and what these defendants were actually planning to do?
Well, all of the different affidavits describe how they were talking on various encrypted communications and different platforms about essentially purchasing drones, purchasing explosives, using those to fly them over one part of the event, the UFC event on last Sunday, to kind of explode them and scare people into corralling them into another section by the White House where they would then be taken out by snipers. And the targets that they really were going after were both politicians or billionaires. And so this whole plot was, as you said, was thwarted when the mother of one of the defendants came forward with concerns that her son was acting strangely, talking with these people online, talking about doing recon missions, training and amassing weapons, and looking at maps of the area around the White House where the UFC fight was set to take place.
So what are the defendants being charged with?
Well, right now they're all charged in criminal complaints. Eventually, obviously, there's going to be an indictment, so there will likely be more charges, more details, potentially more defendants. Mr. Proper is charged with attempted murder of a federal officer, conspiring against the United States, and 2 firearms offenses. All of them are charged with, attempted murder or conspiring to attempt murder. And as I said, those charges could be expanded because there were so many people involved. So we'll have to see when the indictment comes out if there are additional charges added.
Okay, Sarah Lynch, thank you so much for your time today.